In this episode, we discover the ancient history of Assassin's Creed, diving into the Assassin's Brotherhood and their fight against the Knights Templar, as well as their pursuit for the mysterious artifact, the Apple of Eden. What does any of that mean? Keep listening to find out. Warning, this episode contains massive spoilers for Assassin's Creed 1, as well as Assassin's Creed Origins and a few others. Enjoy.
I was watching media the other day.
How dare you?
I was consuming the media we call entertainment.
The tube of you?
And
all the ancient texts.
All of it, all the above.
Mm-hmm.
And it was actually from a Silk Song meme.
Oh, baby.
And it was like the dress on the character and the dress off the character. And there's like, that feels forbidden.
Mm-hmm.
But we saw the original Hollow Knight character, and they had no clothes.
Correct. Well, they had a cloak, but there's...
So when... They were not covering it.
They business was out.
So my question is, for like animals or like non-human characters, when are they nude? Why can Pooh Bear wear a shirt and not pants? But then I bet you when Pooh Bear takes off his shirt, everyone goes, nude.
See, the problem is that
I mean?
my brain immediately goes to, I'm currently watching Dimension 20, and there's a chant that they had in one of the episodes, which was Charlie Brown, no shirt, no panties, which that's just all that comes to my mind is just talking about those.
What?
Yeah, no shirt, no panties. But I think they described Pooh Bear as no shirt, no panties in one of the episodes, and it's like, it's not that until you make it that. The context added makes it weird that they don't have pants on.
Okay, that's true. I would agree. It's like once they have that on, you can't take it off.
Yes, exactly.
So like Daffy Duck also wears a shirt.
Yeah,
but no pants.
Does he? He wears the sailor top. Yeah.
Does Mickey Mouse wears pants?
Mickey Mouse wears overalls.
If Mickey Mouse took off his pants, I would be calling the police. I do not want to come into your playhouse, Mickey.
You know who I wouldn't be calling the police on if they took off their overalls?
Who?
Mario. And Luigi.
But they're humans.
They're humans.
So I think that's, we know when they're nude because they're humans.
Yeah.
So I don't think that's in question. But Yoshi, who, depending on or Bowser.
Smooth like a basketball.
Bowser, we agree he's the same intelligence, if not more.
Bowser, no shirt, no panties.
No clothes.
Yeah.
So why?
Why no shirt, no panties? Because they're an animal. They're part of the kingdom Animalius. They're part of the connection to nature is having no pants on, which is why 6 months from now you will find me in the woods of the national park, reconnecting with nature in my own special way. I'm not going to tell you how right now, but you can figure it out from context.
Do you think if an animal in our universe somehow became sentient, a horse just goes Joe back
horses. Okay, first of all,
what is it?
First of all, horses are sentient. I want to clarify that.
True. Sorry, if they became intelligent on a human intelligence level.
Okay, I was going to say. Second of all, horses are intelligent.
Is there a level of intelligence we can justify? Is there a word for that?
That we can justify? But does the intelligence correlate to the wearing pants? Or let me throw this at you: is it the prominence of the genitals?
I mean, a horse penis is fucking huge.
Yeah, but it's generally... Okay, Jude is away, and it's immediately we've started talking about animal genitals.
Jude is away, and today we need help. It's going to be fucking episode, guys.
It's going to be fun.
But I thought about it.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually a different... Because God made Adam and Eve, and they were naked in the Garden of Eden until they did the first sin, which was eating the fruit, and then they wore clothes because they were ashamed of their bodies now. So it's because humans have eaten from the forbidden fruit of God. That is why we have to wear clothes, and that's why Mickey Mouse has therefore Michael Mouse. Mickey is for friends. Michael Mouse.
Michael D. Mouse
has eaten from the fruit.
He lives in a world that exists alongside sin.
He has sinned. He has him or one of his ancestors has consumed the forbidden fruit of God. And he will forever be cursed.
Well, speaking of Adam and Eve, the fruit of Eden, and Christianity in general, weirdly enough,
we're doing a religion episode.
I'm not actually. Assassin's Creed
What?
As per usual, I've gone in to research a timeline episode and been completely cooked with the details. Did you know that it had anything to do with Adam and Eve?
I mean, okay. Assassin's Creed, from my knowledge of never playing a game, single game of it, you're an assassin working for the Knights Templar of a secret organization, and the Knights Templar were, in our history, a religious organization, so I can see how, like, maybe, like, they're like, oh, the Holy Grail existed, therefore Jesus existed, therefore God exists. I don't think fucking... But is it confirmed? Well, I guess we'll get into it, but it's confirmed Adam and Eve are real? Confirmed.
Yes.
Oh,
100%. 100%. And I'll also correct you. The assassins don't work for the Knights Templar. They work for the Assassins Brotherhood. The Knights Templar are the enemy, generally.
Okay. So they're the evil guys.
They're the bad guys.
I see. And the Assassins Guild, is that the thing from Skyrim?
The Assassins Brotherhood is a group that was formed in some sort of way, but we're getting ahead of ourselves. We're getting ahead of ourselves.
Can I say how fucking shitty a name that is? At least the Knights Templar had a sick name. Like, what the fuck was the...
Rude! They had a better name originally, to be fair. Assassin's Creed! The series began in 2007 with the titular Assassin's Creed, developed by Ubisoft Montreal, Ubisoft, I don't care, with the most recent edition being Assassin's Creed Shadows, released earlier this year, 2025, in case someone's watching in the far-flung future. Welcome from the holotape. I assume we're long dead. I hope we're long dead. To date
this episode, Silksong just came out.
Silksong just came out.
And we are living in Jesus's temple.
I'll be so real, I tried to rip the asset files from Hollow Knight Silksong after I downloaded it to see if I could pull together an episode in a day.
That's
not gonna happen.
Oh God, no.
You gotta give me time to finish
crazy.
it. You gotta give the people who write the wiki time to finish it, because we do work here to research things. We don't do anywhere near as much work as the wiki people do. God damn, those people have
God bless wikis.
Stamina.
God bless them.
True stamina. Assassin's Creed Shadow being the 14th game in the series. Assassin's Creed is, as you've mentioned, allegedly a stealth-focused action-adventure game, although in my experience, it's much more action than stealth, but that probably says more about me than it does about the game. In these games, you play a series of assassins in far-flung periods of histories, interacting with, and more importantly, stabbing assorted real and fictional historical figures. While there's a bit of accuracy to do with the architecture, I know their representation of Rome was enough to get a school kid to lead his group when they were lost during a trip, if that Tumblr post from 2010 is to be believed. I have something stored up there. Someone will know what I'm talking about. But there's also a number of plot points which are decidedly not historical, being the focus of this episode.
I think the problem with that story is, why is a 10-year-old playing Assassin's Creed?
That's not a problem. That's goated. I was playing Team Fortress 2 when I was 10. I was playing Minecraft when I was 10, and that game's demonic.
That's true.
They're all demonic.
Herobrine is a body of Satan.
Herobrine wears a cat outfit nowadays. It's really annoying.
Huh?
The user, Herobrine, who has the original skin, still has the same base skin, but because they added outer layers, the outer layer of that skin is now a cat onesie. So every time people summon him in, he looks way goofier.
Amazing.
It's really good. For the first episode, I'll be giving...
Can I...
Yeah, go.
It's very, I think, a bit on the nose that you picked this episode now, because we have, I know we announced it, we acknowledged the Don fan in the room, it's a little Pokemon reference, that we've killed Jude. He was basically holding us back. The goofs were too goofy, and he wanted to put a stop to it.
We wanted to sail far-flung upon the goof ocean, and he was truly the anchor holding us at shore.
He's dead.
So we killed him.
He has demonic. We will leave his seat on the set in memorial of him. He is dead.
Dying and going to Scotland. What's the difference? They're both.
I would say Scotland's a kind of heaven.
Scotland's a kind of heaven. To people who like cold weather and castles, sure.
England is hell. Scotland is heaven.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Ireland is purgatory. Wales would be purgatory. Ireland is
Elysium.
That's true.
Ireland's
Wales is purgatory.
No, Ireland is Valhalla. Scotland's Valhalla. Ireland's heaven. London is hell. Are we there yet?
Yeah. We're there.
Jude's dead.
Long live Jude.
Long live Jude. So enjoy the next. It's just this one and the next one that'll be no Jude, and then we'll get him back. We'll revive him, spend the 300 gold or diamonds or whatever it is now.
That's the plan,
if our demonic ritual works. First episode, Assassin's Creed. I'm going to give us a solid foundation of lore to work off, which Jude will not have in the second episode when I continue the timeline. Hey, Jude, if you're watching this later,
I still
buddy.
can't believe you picked an episode that he will have to listen to the second episode.
Neither of these episodes. This episode was not the topic I originally picked. I started with Satisfactory. I went to Dark Souls. I went to Stardew Valley. I went to so many different places.
Dark Souls is funny because you've done an episode on Dark Souls. This would be the second episode, and Jude's not. If we did a third, he'd be so confused.
Yeah, exactly. So you know about the middle part. Anyway, for the first episode, I'll be giving us a solid foundation of lore to build on because, as with all of my timeline-ish videos, the shit gets wacky once you get into the details of all this. The main character of the first few games is a chap named Desmond Miles, who began his life as part of a community named The Farm. Yes?
Desmond the Moon Bear.
Yeah, Desmond the Moon Bear. From Tom Scar.
Please continue.
Tom Scar. Was he a Scar guy?
No, we can't keep. We need to keep going. Get started.
The farm was a compound in the Black Hills of South Dakota, somewhere near to Mount Rushmore for my non-American listeners, which that doesn't give you any additional context on where it is geographically, but just in terms of
vibe.
You got to get the vibe. It's like Rocky Mountains and...
What state?
South Dakota.
Oh, I know where that is.
So it does help you out.
It's under North Dakota.
You're not wrong. And I got really annoyed because I was trying to find it on the map, and South and North Dakota are both quite far north.
Yeah, well, because North Dakota's under Canada.
Yeah, I know, but they both got to be like in the middle because there's the North and the South. Otherwise, it's just North Dakota and less North Dakota.
Yeah.
Nice. The farm was a compound in the Black Hills where Desmond was trained by his father to be a capital A assassin.
What year is this?
This is the year of our Lord 2000 and... Give me a sec. Minus 9 years. 2003.
Okay.
I know the timeline. I got this shit on lock. I don't, actually. The farm was a highly secretive place, no one being allowed to leave, and all items either being disposable, replaceable, or able to be carried. They describe it as nomadic, but they also describe it as a compound. I think that's the vibe they're going for, is like, if we're discovered, we can get out at any time, we can run. This is because it was a base for the Assassin Brotherhood, which Desmond's father, and by extension, Desmond himself, unwillingly, were members of. This brings us to explaining what the fuck is the Assassin Brotherhood. The Assassin Brotherhood traces its origins to ancient Egypt. They are a secret organization which fights against, quoting the wiki, abuses of power, coercive rule, and injustice.
Hey, wait.
It's just vague enough to be ridiculous. What's up?
So that's just evil people.
Yeah, bad people.
Whoever we define.
We don't like the bad people.
So we get to kill whoever we think is bad.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
Pretty much.
And their justification is someone did it in ancient Egypt once.
No, the entire group came from ancient Egypt. So, in ancient Egypt, the time context for this is Cleopatra is queen. I don't remember the name of the pharaoh, and the Egypt is being invaded by the Romans, which I don't believe is historically accurate. Because Julius Caesar's in charge, and I think you mentioned when I was talking to you about this that Julius Caesar, by the time he was in charge, Egypt was already a Roman state.
This is not my expertise of history. Jude.
We're missing him.
So sad we killed him because he knows about this sort of shit. But yeah, I believe it was already a state when or there was civil wars happening. I don't know if there was a pharaoh. God, that's a question I don't know.
There were definitely pharaohs in this game.
Okay, that's crazy.
The groups, so the Assassin's Brotherhood, formal origin, are traced back to the Magi of Egypt. The Magi being an elite guard that defended the pharaoh and other high-value targets, borders, temples, that sort of stuff. They were a group from Africa who were actually from Histria, from Nubia, who were so proficient in archery and fighting that they were hired across Egypt.
So they're not from Egypt. They're from Nubinia.
Nubinia? African countries. What country? Nubia. Nubia. So proficient in archery and fighting that they were hired across the military of Egypt. They were so good that some 700 years later, in Egypt, the term Magi just literally meant the elite police force of Egypt, regardless of race or whoever they were.
Cool. I can't wait. This is probably I love that we're just going to talk about it like it's fact, and every single thing is going to be completely historically inaccurate, which is going to be so funny.
It's not.
It's so fun. I love how these games will just piece together whatever the fuck they want to make work.
To be fair, this next bit is very much in a period where it's like the record keeping was bad, so we're not 100% sure. But
oh yeah, that's a good justification. Good justification right there. Fuck it. We managed to get the blood. We know where the bloodline, so we can trace that fucking shit. We can't trace exactly who was fucking who at the time. Okay.
The last Magi, a man named Bayek and his wife Amunet, together were fighting against the injustice that was being created by the invasion from Rome.
Sure.
Essentially, their origins in this was that Bayek and Amunet had a son, Kemu. Bayek and Kemu were kidnapped by a group of 5 men in the middle of the night and dragged to a temple somewhere because they needed them for a thing that I'm not going to get into.
What?
They needed them to get an artifact.
Okay, sure.
I'm not going to get into it. It gets a little bit too complicated. I'm going to get into it in a sec.
We're coming back around.
We're coming back around.
To the sacrifice.
For the time being, Kemu, his Bayek, and my god, Amunet's son died in this thing.
Sure.
Technically, Amunet kind of killed him, but don't worry about it.
Okay.
They were kidnapped by 5 men. These 5 men that kidnapped them were part of the Order of the Ancients, an Illuminati-esque group with their hands in the pockets of both the leaders of Egypt and, at the time, the invading forces of Rome.
Calm the fuck. Okay. What? Okay, so we have the Brotherhood in 2003, who were formed based on, but actually were just a continuation of the Hidden Ones.
So the Hidden Ones is the name that Amunet and
ancient
and Bayek created the group to fight against the Order of the Ancients.
The Order of the Ancients are crazy.
I know.
I've talked about this before. I love the idea of calling a group yourself. Like, was it called the Ancients? Like, we called it back then, or do they call themselves the Ancients? Because I love the idea of calling, we are the Ancient Ones. And eventually we will be ancient. We're not ancient right now, because obviously we're right now. But
so, the ancients they're referring to are not them.
What do you fucking mean they're not?
I don't get into it in this episode, and I'm so sorry.
Dude,
because
we just started, and a Cthulhu could not be here already.
It's not Cthulhu.
He can't be here already. Why is the Illuminati existing in ancient Egypt too?
Because they control things, they want to control power, and they're powerful people with stealth and ambition.
Also, you said the last Magi? What the fuck happened to them? They're supposed to be the best fighters of all.
So this is quite late into that period. It's closer to that period where the Magi were just the elite
and
police
they ran
force. I mean, the 700 years later, the different areas have been conquered, different areas have been scattered.
Well,
the racial
they're not
groups.
the fucking best fighters around
they
here.
Were 700 years ago.
Well, they lost their touch. What the fuck
Who
happened?
were the best fighters in 1300?
They lost their touch. When did they?
They lost their touch.
So over the time of ancient Egypt,
that
which
was
is like
me
thousands of years.
explaining the term Magi, the origin of it.
Okay, great.
The Magi originally was a group of fighters. It became the elite police force. We're now at the end of that elite police force.
We're now in the Roman time.
There is one,
and they sacrificed 2 of them.
Yes.
Well, one of them died.
One of them died. The son.
Yes.
The Magi, who is the last guy, Amunet, is fighting against the people who kidnapped him.
What's next?
Sorry.
No, I'm good. I got it. What's next?
After this, Bayek and Amunet, as you said, in fighting the Order of the Ancients, form a group called the Hidden Ones. A group dedicated to the defense of the Egyptian people and the advancement of their well-being. This is because Amunet and his Magi background, while he was defending the pharaoh, the position of the elite police force, his interpretation of their tenets was, we're defending Egypt as a whole. So while the pharaoh tells us what to do most of the time, if we see something that is endangering the people of Egypt, we can act.
Is this who died? Was it the son or wife?
The son.
The son. Okay. So him and his wife, after their son died, just like, hey, you and me were the last of these police force left. Let's make a group called the Hidden Ones. Meaning, I think that's just a cool way of saying, let's fucking go into hiding. Honey, we're gonna be fucking killed.
Basically, yeah. They murder all of the people who kidnapped their son.
Oh, so they are good enough to do
They're really good assassins.
Well, why are they the last ones?
I don't know. They got bored of it. They couldn't train anymore. They ran out of budget. The whole thing's being shuttered.
Crazy.
Apologies. This little bit's
they made the
tangled.
Hidden Ones now.
They made the Hidden Ones.
Is the Illuminati, the Ancients, all gone? Or
the Ancients are not gone yet. Through the events of Assassin's Creed Origin, we see Aya and Bayek battle against the Order of the Ancients, eventually culminating in Bayek saving Cleopatra and Aya assassinating Julius Caesar.
What?
That's right, baby. The Roman Senate were actually co-conspirators to the Hidden Ones. Okay. Because the Order of the Ancients was controlling Julius Caesar in his invasion into Rome. Are we making sense now?
Yes.
We're making sense.
So it didn't happen like it's not like an alternate history where there's someone else just killed him. He died the same way.
Yes, it's just like Illuminati conspiracy theories, but on both sides.
So everything in history happened because these guys wanted to. Is that what I'm going down? Is it going to be going down this route? Every big event happened because these guys were behind it, or one of these teams were behind it. Okay. I see what we're doing. We've done this kind of before.
There's a quote later on where one of the people says, every advancement in medicine, engineering, and philosophy in the last century is credited to one group.
That's no one did
Desmond turns around and is like, that's a little bit much. And he's just like, well, we wouldn't want people to know, would we? So we don't tell them.
Either everyone is part of this group and it's like just everyone's in on it, or no one's doing it.
Correct.
Shit. Anyone in this group is doing fucking jack. Or, you know what they could do? Anytime someone invents something or discuss, or like philosophy or anything, they hire them.
Murder them.
No, they hire them.
To be fair,
or they just murder and take it. That's also true.
Again, sorry, this is so much stuff that's going to be in episode 2, but they do that.
What?
They steal Nikola Tesla at one point.
What do you mean? Kidnap. That's the word for it.
No, they faked his death.
That's still kidnapping.
Well, but it's
a human being.
Kidnapping would imply like people know he's gone. They faked his death and then took him.
You can kidnap and fake. That's not stealing. That's He's a human being. He's not a
He's stolen from reality.
He's still in reality.
Well, I mean, he tries to make a wormhole machine, so don't worry about it.
Okay.
You keep digging. I'm going to keep going.
I'm not digging. I'm questioning. You keep fucking dropping bombs. Like, you can't keep dropping that.
You keep tugging at my abseiling rope. I'm going to go deeper in this hole.
Okay.
Over the course of these missions, Bayek saving Cleopatra and Aya assassinating Julius Caesar. Over the course of the mission, the pair need to go to completely different countries. Because obviously Julius Caesar is in Rome, and Cleopatra and the Egyptians are in Egypt. So Bayek stays in Egypt, and Aya goes to Rome.
Yes.
And as such, they break up their marriage, and instead form the Assassin's Brotherhood. This is the hidden ones.
Why would they call the Brotherhood?
They don't call it that yet.
They're divorced husbands.
I think they're still... Okay, to be clear, I think they're still the hidden ones at this point. Aya and Bayek decide to break up their marriage so that they can fully dedicate themselves to take on this new mission.
Yeah. Great.
And uphold and fight against the Order of the Ancients, because they are not isolated to Egypt. They seem to have their reach spreading a lot further into other countries. So these people are like, we've discovered this Illuminati-esque group. We need to counter them. We need to fight them wherever they are. And as such, the
Roman Empire, of course.
Exactly.
The Roman Empire, yeah.
They drop their agreement to each other, and they agree to uphold their new creed, the Assassin's Creed.
Roll credits.
Roll credits. Cinema. Thank you very much.
I love the idea of who went to that conversation and went like, hey, honey, let's drop our marriage vows and let's write this nice creed.
And then
it's really sick.
No, and then the Aminet drops a skull in the sand, and Aya picks it up, and the impression on the sand is like the little hook Assassin's Creed logo, and it's like, that's the symbol. Yeah, exactly.
Me when I drop a skull.
And
that's how they came up with the symbol?
Supposedly. Except for the fact that they definitely did not have that down at Assassin's Creed 1.
I think they made that up, that one.
They made that one up. The rest of it, real.
Yeah, so true.
Okay.
They actually spent meetings. They had like a bunch of meetings working out that symbol.
Along with the Assassin's Creed, which we will get to in a bit, they also, as part of this, formed another tradition to do with the Assassin's Brotherhood, who is the main group, and one of the symbols of the series, which is the hidden blade. If you know the wrist blade that Assassin's Creed has.
Sure, yeah.
Do you know it?
I actually do know it, yeah.
Yeah, so that blade originated in ancient Egypt.
Fuck off.
Specifically, a notable weapon that both Aya and Bayek used during this time is the hidden blade. A wrist-mounted spring-loaded weapon, which could be concealed up the sleeve of a user. With a flick of the wrist, the blade extends, giving the assassin a great ability to disguise and a great amount of subtlety.
I know this is a pointless question to ask. Did they have the technology to do this in ancient Egypt?
It's basically a spring and some gears. Yeah,
and gears.
It's a good question.
I don't know. I'm not
considering
I'm not
that we've got the Illuminati.
Yeah. I'll be honest. I think that also,
we're past that point, in my opinion.
There's a group calling themselves the Ancients. I think we're past logic.
Yeah. Speaking of being past logic, there is a small downside to using it, which is you have to lose your ring finger.
crazy. Just don't make it better. What are you talking? What do you mean?
Because of where the blade is mounted, its original design required you to remove the ring finger on your left hand, as that's the most centered to your wrist.
Just pull your fingers up. What are you talking about? Just don't put your hand in the way.
Specifically because you need to remove it, though, because what if you want to stab someone with your fist clenched and your fingers are kind of going to be in the way? Like, it has to go through there.
Dude, that's going to be more problems.
That's the only way the blade can go.
Have a look when you close your fist. There's more problems there than the ring finger.
No, the ring, because it's a little blade. It goes between the fingers.
Why not just... Why?
Do you strictly need to lose the fingers?
Is this why they broke up the marriage?
Yes. No.
They couldn't keep rings on it?
Do you strictly need to lose the finger? No.
Is it symbolism for the cult that we're
Plenty of people use the blades to great effect, but the amputation held traditional weight.
Yeah.
The wielder could fit the blade between the fingers that remained and, quote, the blade functioned as an extension of the assassin's own spirit and body, a literal replacement for the lost finger. In this way, the sacrifice demanded with the use of a hidden blade was meant to demonstrate the absolute commitment of one wielding it. What does that mean? I don't know.
I'm gonna
If you've got a knife you're going to stab with it, you got to cut off a finger to pay the price for it.
I'll be honest, I don't think a little stabby spring knife is worth losing a finger. I think there are other methods, just hiding a knife, a bow.
Would you like to know something funnier?
Sure.
The tradition began because Bayek accidentally cut off his own finger when he was killing one of the 5 guys who killed his son.
So this guy was an idiot.
He was passionate. In the moment of passion of killing a guy,
idiot, and then
he cut off his own finger.
He was too embarrassed by he's like, no, I meant to do that. It's part of my symbolism.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, everyone got to do that now.
Yeah. The tradition was also later dropped for 2 reasons. One, because they made a better version of the knife. Specifically, I think it's Leonardo da Vinci that made a better version of the knife. Second,
shut the fuck up.
No, it's real. Second, they also changed it because the super covert, don't tell anyone about us, secret assassins realized that they could all extremely easily be identified because they were all missing the same finger.
It is a very obvious, point.
It mentions further on that they supplement the tradition by getting tattoos or brands on those fingers, which I would argue causes the same problem.
The exact same problem.
Check his left ring finger.
Yeah, that's the same.
This guy's part of the secret, secretive assassin guild.
Yeah. That's the exact same problem. This is a terrible secret organization.
We get to the modern day of the organization. They've survived how many years? Okay, so this was 1550 BCE. So it's now 3,500-ish years later.
So, yeah.
3,600 actually.
So yeah, there was 2 big time jumps there. Actually, no, when the hidden ones were created in about 500 AD.
Yeah.
Because that's when Rome was existing. I think...
No, it's during the Egyptian times. It's during 1550. I have no idea.
No.
The timeline wacky.
Guy.
Yeah, what?
Rome didn't exist in 1500 BC.
No, sorry. I remember where I'm getting that date from. That's from...
The police?
The Medjay, we're coming about. That's my bad.
That makes sense. So that's 500 AD if my timeline, about if it's correct.
I believe you.
About when Caesar, I'm sure. I don't know.
When Julius Caesar was around. We come to the modern day.
Yeah.
The Assassin's Brotherhood is the modern result of this agreement, with groups around the world operating independently to take down forces of corruption and tyranny. The Brotherhood's main enemy in this effort is the Templar Order, which itself is descended from the Order of the Ancients.
So the Knights Templar... Why are we changing names to worse names? The Knights Templar is a pretty sick name.
The hidden ones...
But you were the Ancients.
Become the Assassin's Brotherhood.
Yeah.
The Order of the Ancients becomes the Templar Order, kind of.
That's definitely a downgrade.
It is. It's worse.
Okay, I was wrong. Sorry. He was born in 100 BC.
Excellent. So we're still before Jesus.
So I think I was thinking about when the downfall of Rome was. So that
makes sense.
But yeah, so take so the start of about 2000. They've been around for about 2,000 years.
Oh my god, I'm dying.
As the hidden ones.
As the
Brotherhood now. Actually.
Now they're the Brotherhood. I don't know when it changed. It did. Although independent, across the world there are many groups. They do have communication between these intercontinental groups. For an unknown period, which ended in around the year 2000, a man named the Mentor coordinated efforts across the globe, although the actual overarching structure of the organization, if there is one, is unknown, which to me presents security risks, because I'm just going to show up wearing a high-vis jacket and tell them all I'm the coordinator, and I'm going to give them missions to assassinate people.
But do you have a ring finger?
I got a little tattoo on there for sure.
The right tattoo?
Listen, I'm just from another country. I'm from the older, ancient, secret order. You guys don't know about this tradition. It's actually cooler than all of yours.
Oh, they'd believe that. This kind of group would fucking believe that shit.
I fully think that's true.
They'd fucking believe that shit.
The main coordinating force, rather than admin over this group, is the Maxim and the 3 tenets. Cool?
No, but continue.
The Maxim is their overarching truth.
Creed?
The 3 tenets, yeah, something like that. The 3 tenets are their rules. The 3 rules are: stay your blade from the flesh of an innocent. Makes sense. It's just kind of self-explanatory.
That's the creed.
Don't kill
innocent people.
Don't kill innocent people. We stand up against unjust rule and tyranny, and we won't kill innocents.
I'll be honest. I'm worried they had to write that one down.
I'll be honest, start the first game by killing an innocent.
That's crazy.
It's really good. It's an old man in a tunnel.
Why?
Because he was in the way of a thing that they needed to do.
Okay. I see. They're fucking idiots.
Correct.
To be fair. I was making fun of them, but to be fair, the commandments, like, well, the first one was thou shalt not kill. So like, that's fair. They had to write that one down. God had to write that one down.
God had to put that one down.
So I guess these guys are like copying that. What are the tenets?
They're just getting a little lower.
I know one.
That's the first tenet.
tenet.
That's the first tenet. Stay your blade from the flesh of an innocent. Remember that one.
Wait, that's a tenet. What's the big one?
The Maxim. We're getting to the Maxim. The Maxim's last.
I've watched Tenet before. It's really good.
I haven't seen it. I should.
Really?
I haven't watched good movies. Remember?
That's true. It is your one consistent character
trait. Second tenet: never compromise the Brotherhood. You're not snitching. This is a secret organization. Don't snitch.
It's don't talk about Fight Club. Okay, cool.
It's also broken an unbelievable amount of times during this entire thing. Like, even again, the first...
Well, yeah, but how do you invite anyone to Fight Club if you don't talk about Fight Club? So
it is a little bit, yeah. They also have these the things called the 3 contradictions. I didn't write about them, but it's basically just self-introspection about the fact that all these rules are horseshit.
That's crazy.
The third and final tenet.
They got a Martin Luther for this organization?
Pretty much. The third and final tenet: hide in plain sight. Okay, this one is a little bit deeper than it sounds. This one's a little bit more interesting than it sounds. Yeah?
Continue. I will make fun of it.
Because some assassinations and some assassinations that have been performed through history are planned so that they are maximally public. They're designed to be big spectacles. They're designed to draw attention, create fear, and create discord. The assassin's aim is much more to be a boogeyman. The idea of these people who are aware of the forces operating behind the scenes, the Templar Order and the Assassin's Brotherhood. The Assassin's Brotherhood want to keep up a sort of illusion of this, like, supernatural ghost in the crowd. Appear, stab a guy, disappear, no one saw what happened, the guy just collapses to the ground.
Yes.
Sort of like a KGB, like, you know they're there, you know they're watching style. KGB, I love you guys. I'm sorry, Vladimir Putin, don't kill me. No nerve agent, please. I'm allergic. Oh no, he's a sleeper agent.
How do you think Jude died?
I mean, I buried him, so.
You did. You did a good job on that.
I'm 6 feet and underneath some food, so that way the sniffer dogs don't get him.
Mm-hmm. That's good. That's good. Anyway, what were you talking about?
I was talking about the fact that you hide in plain sight.
Yeah, so what does that mean? You didn't describe what that means.
Essentially, it is the idea of rather than doing displays publicly, instead of, maximum blood, doing it in front of a crowd, doing it in front of a bunch of people, slip in, kill the target, and get out unseen. It's the idea of being much more of a boogeyman force than it is of being like a fucking
So what
execution.
The fuck was Caesar? That wasn't very boogeyman. Every fucking guy's got a stab in.
See, the tenets are flexible. The tenets are fairly flexible. Because of the Maxim. Because of the Maxim.
The code are more like guidelines anyway.
Because of the Maxim.
Maxim is ignore the rules if it's not sick as hell. No, fuck off.
The Maxim. Nothing is true.
Fuck you.
Everything is permitted.
Why have it in the first place?
It's so stupid. There's a lot.
Why have it in the first place?
I tried to look at the tenets on the wiki. Someone, Godspeed to whoever did it, did the most in-depth philosophical analysis of it, it's so jargony. It takes like from this frame of I couldn't even I could not even pass it. I'm familiar with a bit of philosophy.
Someone wrote their thesis on it.
Someone did a full thesis on it and put it on a wiki page. It's insane. I can boil it down if you want me to give you the idea of what they actually mean by that.
I can tell you.
Yeah, go for it.
I can tell you. I think basically follow these rules because they're important until they stop me from doing what I want to do, and then I ignore them because it's more important that I do what I want to do. Because I'm killing evil people because I think they're evil because that's our thing, right? So if I need to kill an innocent to kill another person, it's justified.
Your frame's a little bit skewed. It feels like you've got a bit of a bite against these guys. They're the good guys, remember?
Dude.
You need to remember that the assassins are the good guys.
Hey. The exact reason they're doing this is the same reason that Dexter kills people.
And he's the good guy. He's the good guy. He's a cop.
Is the Bay Harbor Butcher Dexter part of the Assassin's Creed Brotherhood?
I wouldn't doubt it, to be totally honest. He grew up on an isolated sort of farm area. His dad inducted him into the ways of killing people. Like, it's not far off.
See, this is good. This is like the problem with the Punisher. The same with the Punisher.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds good. I mean, killing people for doing, depending on what they do, probably not good. I'd rather them put in prison.
Are you not willing to put the moral absolutism of bad stuff on it?
I'm not a capital. But if we were to kill people that were bad, the problem is we're not doing due process here. So it's just your whim if you think they're bad or not. Meaning, you're killing innocent. But again, we're allowed to kill innocent people.
We're not allowed to kill. No, we're not. Stay your blade from the flesh of an innocent.
Until it's cool as shit, though.
Until you need
Until I think they're evil.
Until you need. No, because then they're not innocent anymore. If you think they're evil, that's not an innocent. He actually was so mean to his nephew. His nephew showed him a picture and he kind of just ignored it.
That's crazy.
He put it straight in the bin. So he needs to die.
Dead.
Okay, the summary of what I got from reading this dense jargon was, nothing is true refers to the idea that laws and rules are written by people. There is not a divine right. So nothing is true is just referring to the idea that laws are written by people. It's self-determinism. It's not strictly anarchic, though.
I was going to say, you can literally justify anything with that rule.
Altair, so the guy who's the historical main character that Desmond plays as, I'll get to it in a second for the details, but Desmond plays as the historical figure that stabs people of Altair. He says, laws do not arise from divinity, but from reason. So essentially, it's like rebellion from tyranny, but without rejecting society.
Pause.
I'll put my bins out on Wednesday, but I'm not going to wear a mask. Sorry, that's not what it means.
That's crazy. There's in Shadowhunters Mortal Instruments. There's each family has like a rule. They're like, what is it called? What's when a family crest has like a motto. The black or the black. Oh, it's something. Oh, they're the Blackthorns. That's the Blackthorns have motto. It says the big motto of the whole big thing is the law is hard, but it's the law. So that's like the big of Shadowhunters. They're like, yeah, maybe the law is fucking shit, but it's the law. Like, fucking listen to it. But like the Blackthorns motto is a bad law is no law.
Yeah.
So that's what they're basically saying.
That's essentially the gist, yes.
Yeah.
So that's nothing is true. Everything is permitted is, again, a slightly overzealous version of what most followers seem to interpret it as, but it's more or less a statement of self-determinism and the belief that in pursuing the freedom of the masses, quote, we are the architects of our own action and we must live with the consequences, whether glorious or tragic. So it's just like, everything is permitted as in, like, you can do what you want. You do have to live with the consequences, though.
They're fucking killing people on a daily basis. I don't think the conscience is probably fine.
It's not daily. They have days off.
That's fine.
They take Sunday.
What if they kill 2 people on one day? Does that count as a daily basis?
Are we doing average or are we doing...
That's true. When does it become a
I broke my streak.
If you break your streak, is it still a daily basis? When does it not become a daily basis?
You get the sad owl. There's another version that I do like better that's a little bit easier, which is the
grain of sand paradox. When does it become a daily basis?
Don't worry about
when does a heap of sand become...
The translated Arabic on Altair's library doors directly translated from Arabic, read a bit better in terms of how I interpret this, which is, nothing is absolute, everything is possible. That's the more direct Arabic translation. I like that a little better because it's kind of a bit more on point of what they seem to mean.
Sure.
But also different areas and different groups seem to interpret it differently.
It's just a philosopher trying to break things, saying, if I need to do something that's against the thing, I can do it. Because they want to they're like, we must put these hard rules on us because we're kill people, but also kind of we gotta kill people. But
occasionally we
gotta kill people. I also like, you said there is no divinity.
Yeah.
You also mentioned at the very start of the episode, Adam and Eve exist.
Yes.
Does God exist?
Interesting question. I'm not going to answer it this episode.
Because if there is a divinity, we have the answers.
I'm going to give a no for now. I'm not going to go into it. What? I will get it. I will give you an answer this episode. I promise. I'll give you an answer this episode.
If Adam and Eve are just a fucking random dudes called Adam and Eve.
They're not random dudes.
I mean, yeah, because one of them wouldn't be. It's Adam and Steve. Whoa.
Don't worry about it.
What?
They're hybrids. Desmond. So we go from the original vibe, the original tenets. We've now got the Templars and the Assassin's Brotherhood. We're good?
No.
We're good. We're fine.
Sure.
We're in 2003. We're with Desmond and his father on the farm. We're back around to here.
I feel like we skipped a lot of history.
No. We would loop him back around.
Sure.
This is me going, what is the Assassin's Brotherhood?
Mm-hmm.
You've got a firm grasp of that. We're good?
Yeah, they're
secret murder organization.
Yeah.
And the Knights Templar.
I got that from the fucking name. Secret other murder organization.
But evil. Bad time.
Okay, what's their motto? Are they, we also kill bad people? Or is their motto, we kill good people?
They kind of just want to take over the world, more or less. That's kind of their vibe.
Is that what we think, or is that what they actually say?
No, that's what they...
Because no one thinks...
they fully want to dominate the world. They have their hands in the pockets of most world leaders. They control a multinational corporation which creates most of the technology and medicine for the world.
Is their thing like, once we control the world, it'll be better because we can do it better? Kind of, yeah. Okay. Because, yeah. I like looking at the, like, why does a villain do shit? They're not just a villain, you know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, the Brotherhood, the Knights Templar seem to essentially believe that everything would be better if they were in charge. It's more selfish. The assassins seem to be more like self-sacrificing. The Templar seem to be more greedy, is like the main distinguishing factor. But you've pointed out something that does come up a lot, which is that the groups are very similar. You're saying that in this world, I'm having a little struggle to picture it. But you're saying a very few select number of people hold a lot of power and are manipulating things across the globe through governments through wielding that very select power to make themselves more powerful. I'm not buying it. Yeah. Doesn't sound very realistic. I know. I genuinely had a cold open idea, which was just so I want to be clear, because I think that could be construed really badly if I thought about it. I'm talking about billionaires. I'm talking about rich people. Okay, I want to be like, because I mean, I just thought about that, and people think that could be really racist. I just thought, not that one. The other, the real one. Yeah. No, billionaires. I think it is because my cold open thought was the image of the stereotype of a conspiracy theorist is itself a conspiracy. Because the idea of someone like, the government doesn't care about us, they're just trying to help the wealthy elite, like the tinfoil hat and stuff, it's like, he's right. He's actually right. He's on it. Who knows? Anyway, we now have context for who the Assassin's Brotherhood is, who the Knights Templar is. Desmond and his father are on the farm in 2003 in South Dakota. Yes. Are we happy with where we're at least in the gist? I went to hell in ancient Egypt, apparently, with people, artifacts and shit, but I'm back in... We're bringing it back around. I'm back in South Dakota, enjoying life on the ranch, teaching my son how to kill, apparently. Yes. Dude, this is like Alex Rider. It's really good, yeah. Have you read that book? I've read a few Alex Rider books, yeah. It's my favorite thing, because I love when in the 13th book he pulls out, yes, my uncle taught me how to tackle a shark octopus the right way. I mean, and I didn't know he was training me to be a spy. I mean, in book 2, he did get taught diving by his uncle, so like that, it's just part of that training. I've got them locked in there, man. Desmond brings us to 2003, where we find Desmond and his father at the farm. Desmond training in the family craft of assassinating. Yay! Yes. Desmond flees the compound, flees the farm, because at the age of 16. He's never had a choice in all of this. He doesn't like the farm. The details are not super
heavy. He just fled the farm when he was 16.
He's been made to fucking be an assassin. I wouldn't want to be that either.
Correct.
Good man. Good man, Desmond. Get out of
Time
there.
skip again. Now we're going to from 2003 to 2012.
Ooh, interesting time skip.
A now 25-year-old Desmond has distanced himself from his past and is now a bartender in the Big Apple in New York City.
I know we're jumping over it, and if we'll get back to it, I'm happy to get back to it. Were the ancients, I'm calling on the Knights Templar,
Yes.
behind 9/11?
Unconfirmed.
Okay.
Probably.
Is it like is it supposed to be that kind of fun of everything?
They are ungodly levels of powerful in this fiction.
Splitting the Red Sea.
That's a good question. They're not directly involved. That wasn't like...
Was Moses an assassin?
I don't know. I don't think he was part of either group, but I also don't know if he was real. Not sure. He might have been part of one of the groups. That's a really interesting question, which we will get to in a little bit.
Okay.
Yes?
It's crazy.
We'll get to it in a little bit. Okay.
There's too many world events going through my brain right now.
Totally fine. Desmond's a bartender in the Big Apple, and he's 25. It's 2012. He got trained on the farm by his father.
Yes.
But in the Assassin's Brotherhood, because his father was part of the Assassin's Brotherhood.
We're in 2012.
We're now in 2012.
He's living in New York City.
Here, we see him having a night at his bar, having a great time. He takes a drink, and then we cut to him being taken away by members of a corporate sort of looking security force into a black van. He's being abducted by the Abstergo Corporation, which is the modern front for the Knights Templar.
Okay.
Abstergo essentially is an incredibly large multinational corporation who are in control of biological research, mechanical research, all of these sort of major inventions of the last century all come from Abstergo.
Abstergo. Okay, cool.
These are the people who I said have made most of the progression of the modern century, but don't tell anyone about it.
How do they don't tell anyone if they're releasing it?
They kind of just say like, oh, this other company did it. They make a shell company and give credit them because they don't want to be seen doing all this. It's like if Apple was responsible for all, like owned NVIDIA, owned Microsoft, owned everyone else.
And anyone who like releases this and finds this out, it just disappeared.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's crazy. Honestly, they're going backwards in names. The ancients, Knights Templar, Abstergo.
It's getting worse. It's getting worse. They're modernizing. They're revising their brand, and the consultants who did the job.
You can use the ancients now. You were around ages ago. You can still use the ancients.
I think they might use it behind. I think they still use the Knights Templar behind the scene. It's just that Abstergo is the public corporation, which is the front of the modern Knights Templar. Yeah.
I like that in the reception, they're wearing like old suits and stuff, and then you go to the back room and they're all in like knights armor. And
for sure. There's portraits of motherfuckers up in the office. Absolutely. It's very stonemasons. Is that? Yeah. Where it's like it's a modern building, but there's pictures of guys in robes here. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Okay. The particular Abstergo facility, which Desmond gets taken to, is a biological research facility, specifically focusing on development of a device called the Animus.
I think I know what this is, but I'm going to let you explain it.
The assassins you play as in the various Assassin's Creed games are all played themselves in the game in a way by their relatives in the modern day. This is achieved through use of the Animus, a machine which allows a person to view the memories of their ancestors, which are held in their own DNA, being called genetic memories. Are we happy with that? That the entire neural contents of a person's brain is held in DNA?
But the entire neural content of millions of people are held. That's not true.
It's so real. It's 100% accurate.
You know what's crazy?
The Animus is real.
I like how they tried to make a scientific. I would more believe heaven exists and they're linking to heaven.
It gets worse.
I would be like, that makes more sense. You found a dimension to link to heaven.
The machine, the Animus, was created using research which began in the 1930s with the Nazis after they faked Nikola Tesla's death so that they could make a super soldier / time machine, but we won't get into that yet.
The Nazis were the Knights Templar?
We're working with the Knights Templar.
And the Nazis killed Nikola Tesla?
Faked Nikola Tesla's death, abducted him, and got him to help them work on a time machine. Not a mech, it's a chair.
It's not a time machine.
The Glocken.
They don't actually affect time.
What?
What? Okay, because that makes it way worse.
There's a ship that disappears. I'll get into it in the next episode.
No. What do you mean? There's a ship
that disappears. The Americans take the time machine thing that Nikola Tesla built. They put it on a ship that time travels for like 12 minutes because it makes a wormhole. Because that machine is not what the Animus is made off of. The Animus is made off the research that comes from the Glocken, which is the bell, the thing the Germans made. Which is a real life myth, the Glocken.
When did the time machine get made?
1930s.
The Nazis lost the war with the time machine. Is that what you're telling me? What a shit hell.
They got the base got stormed and the device got destroyed by the Americans, i.e., the Assassin's Brotherhood.
You can't lose with a time machine. That's real bad.
Well, it doesn't work super well. It's also only backwards.
Yeah, that's all you need to do. What do you mean?
But it's not stable. It's not like it's not like a thing they walk. This is why I wanted to skip past it. Let me do my non sequiturs.
Sorry.
It's fine. It's fine. You just got to let me throw these things under the door. I slide you a little envelope under the door. You have to ignore it. The machine takes some getting used to. Oh, the machine is a staple of the series, as you can imagine, because this is the main thing that we see through all of the games. Is every
game they're not actually they're set as a guy going back to that time,
going back and playing through the genetic memory of their ancestor. Yes. The first person that we ever see it being used on is Desmond Miles from the first game. This is where we're at. Happy? Yes. Cool?
Sure.
Apart from the whole bullshit with behind the scenes, but I will get to that, I promise you. Next episode is where we dive off the cliff because I want to fuck with Jude. This machine does take some getting used to using, with Desmond's first experience being very unclear and sort of digital, with practice and a bit of reusing at threat of death, because they essentially say to him, you have to cooperate with us and look at your ancestors' memories or we'll kill you.
That is one way to do it.
Which is why he's cooperating, because the first time they step him in there, he's just like, you abducted me. I have no idea what's going on. They're like, why aren't you focusing? And he's like, I wish I could. Could you tell me what's going on? And like, you need to look at your ancestors' memories or we'll kill you. And he goes, cool, fair enough.
You need to do that. You know how to do that, right? You know how to just look at your ancestors' memories?
Yeah.
That's the thing people...
Yeah.
Maybe that's the thing his dad taught him. It's like Alex, right? Every time he needs to do something, he's like, oh.
As said, it's a thing he gets used to through use of the machine.
That's fair. But why doesn't he just kill them all? He's an assassin.
He was an assassin since he was 16, so it's been 9 years. He doesn't want to be an assassin.
It's like being an assassin is like riding a bike.
So right.
You pick it up. You pick it up.
Desmond's first experience very unclear and digital. With practice, though, he begins to use the Animus to create the VR environment, allowing him and placing Desmond into the view of Altair ibn La'ahad, who is Desmond's relative from around 800 years ago.
I'm sure that's a perfect pronunciation.
Altair was an assassin during the Third Crusade of the Holy Land, where he was a master assassin participating in missions with the Levantine assassins.
And this is Assassin's Creed 1.
This is Assassin's Creed 1.
Cool.
I had a look for the modern definition of where that area is. It's the southwest part of the Middle East, which was a sentence so bad I didn't write it down, but it's stuck in my head.
Okay.
It is.
Very, very specific location.
Well, because the Middle East technically extends up into Eurasia a little bit too far. It's like very much the land bridge between Africa and Jordan. Can I say
the Middle East is such a shit name for it?
It's a terrible name.
Like we have like Asia, Europe, Africa. Why are we calling the Middle East?
It's not even in the middle of the area that people would call the East.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Like I think it's probably such a Eurocentric because they call that's the East, and then they realize there's more East, and like, oh, that's the middle of East.
Yeah,
it's really shit.
It's really stupid.
There should be a better name for that.
Exactly.
What are they called? Mesopotamia.
No, that's America, isn't it?
Isn't Mesopotamia? The Mesopotamia is the Nile.
I'm gonna go fucking crazy. Iraq. You're right. Absolutely correct. Yes, that is the right area. Okay. Desmond's relative from around 800 years ago. Altair was an assassin working for the Assassin's Brotherhood during the Third Crusade of the Holy Land, where he was a master assassin for the Levantine Assassin Brotherhood.
Yes.
Are we happy with this context?
That makes sense.
Cool. We're now going to jump into...
The makes my brain not explode. It's great.
That's fine. We're going to jump into the abridged timeline of Assassin's Creed 1. We're just going to follow the end of this out, see what else this presents us in terms of, this should be fairly stable from here. We've gotten most of the complicated stuff out of the way. There shouldn't be any more curveballs. What's up? You look confused.
1.
Yeah?
Tone of voice. Don't like it.
What do you mean?
There's a trap coming, and I don't like it. I know you too well. 2.
Who?
You've been possessed by an owl. No. 2. Why?
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 Why what?
Why have they kidnapped him?
Because they need him to see their genetic ancestors' memories and test the animus.
Is it a spoiler? Do you want to reveal it when it's right time?
It will be revealed.
Cool. Continue.
Assassin's Creed 1, we find Desmond and Altair. Flashing back to when Desmond begins the memories of Altair, we find Altair and 2 other members of the Assassins tasked with retrieving a piece of Eden from Solomon's Temple. It's a MacGuffin artifact that they need to get before the other guys get it.
Can I say something? Do they go like, when he's trying to get to his ancestors' memories, do they like flash back to when he was like a kid and he got pantsed? Or like, do they instantly go to the right time? Do they have to like train to pick like that's the right time I want?
There's interesting stuff in the game's manual, like the actual paper manual that came with the disc, which is like notes from the scientists essentially saying we have to figure out a way to get to the important memories without having to get through all this bullshit.
That's what I'm saying.
But essentially what it seems like is that memories have to be respected as the stories they are, and you have to start at the start of the arc and go through the entire arc of the story. Did he have to watch his
entire life?
No. It starts at the start of like the important, like at the end of this adventure, Indiana Jones. If we were reliving Indiana Jones's memories and we wanted to find out where he found the Ark of the Covenant, we would need to start at the start of him being asked to go find the Ark of the Covenant.
I mean, I guess, but like, you can pick the Ark of the Covenant. I can't, but he can be like, I want to see the Ark of the Covenant.
And it'll show him like essentially a block of memories.
Cool.
And he has to go through the block of memories.
I was more thinking like that. Okay, he can like choose where he wants to land.
Yeah, he can. He does eventually need to relive all the memories in order to reset the visions that he gets from doing this. It's called a Nexus sync point or something like that, which is just finishing all the memories. I think it's an 100% completion achievement.
That'll take a long time.
Yeah, it takes a while.
Does it? Is it? Like, is it like an hour in real life, like a year? And is there a transfer of that?
He plays through a few days. It's not real time, I'm fairly certain. Because they go in there for a couple of hours and you play out like a couple days. I don't also know if it skips
when he sleeps?
Because he doesn't have to go and sleep and stuff. He's kind of just doing missions. So I think it's just the stuff with details you got to sift through.
Or does he just sit there in the machine while his ancestor just chills?
You got to walk up and down a fucking hill. Like,
he's just watching his ancestor go to the toilet and just eat lunch and stuff.
I mean, my guy is dedicated to his mission. He doesn't eat, he doesn't sleep, he doesn't do anything. He just, it's funnily enough, it's like a video game where they're just kind of showing you the interesting bits. It's crazy. But
he's not controlling. He is he's watching.
Well, that's another interesting point where like technically yes, he's just watching, but also kind of no. It depends on what version of the animus you're talking about and whether you interpret it as a time machine or as a genetic memory reliver. Interesting thing about Altair specifically, he's the only character in the series you don't have a health bar for.
Because he's invincible. He can't die because you're living a memory.
Historically, in the memory, in the real history, Altair never lost a fight and never got hit. So you getting hit or taking damage is desyncing from the memory. And that's the health bar going down, is the more you fuck up and be a terrible assassin, the less you're like Altair to the point that it breaks out of the memory.
That's so funny.
It's a really good mechanic. And I'm so sad that it's only on Altair.
That's so good because he's like, it breaks the illusion because you're bad.
Exactly.
So
you're
good.
Desmond. You're a guy you're a bartender from New York in the year of our Lord 2012.
That's so good.
So if you try and be the master assassin, the youngest master assassin in history during the Third Crusade, you're not going to be him. You aren't him. He's him. Altair is him.
He's him, and I'll never be him.
Altair and 2 other members of the Assassins are tasked with retrieving a piece of Eden from Solomon's Temple. This mission goes badly awry when Altair kills an old man who is standing in a tunnel that they needed to sneak through, and again when the Grand Master of the Knights Templar, Robert de Sable, beats them to the artifact and kicks Altair's ass off a cliff.
I thought he never lost a fight.
Not this one, apparently. One of his companions dead and the other wounded both physically and emotionally, as the other guy who died was his brother. Altair returns to the assassin base in shame. The wounded man manages to bring back the piece of Eden, having fought tooth and nail to get it, but Altair still failed the mission essentially and broke all 3 tenets while doing it because the guy who lived kind of narks on the fact that he killed the old guy and just, wasn't really thinking about it. He wasn't considering. He was being very egotistical. He was very full of himself.
I mean, he's fucking Altair. Of course he can.
Correct. As punishment...
What piece of Eden?
One of them. A punishment for his arrogance and failure. His master, Al-Mulim, demotes Altair back to the rank of novice. There's a few short missions that happen here where the Templars come to get the Piece of Eden because they saw the wounded assassin run off with it, and a brief tutorial mission where we find a traitor in the assassin ranks. Al-Mulaim gives Altair a new mission and a chance at redemption. I have a quote for you. You get to be an old man assassin mentor.
I'm thinking like a Jackie Chan and Karate Kid.
You do have to do a regional accent from sort of the Jordan area. So give me your best Middle Eastern accent.
Yeah,
that's
going to be racist. I'm not going to. I'm just going to do old man.
That's fair enough. I understand.
I feel like accents.
Yeah.
This is a slight other tangent. Accents aren't bad if you can do them well.
That's fair.
Like if you can do a really good accent, it's not as racist as a bad accent. I think that's a true. I'll stand by that.
I agree with that. I'll also say that there are some accents that are just kind of freebies. They're kind of allowed.
I think any nation that did like colonialization, you can take it. Like British.
Yeah, 100%.
And I'm gonna make fun of you.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Or if
I'm gonna do an old man. Okay.
Get into that old man.
Sensei. Is that kind
This is the mission that
okay, I'm gonna
it's more like you are the chosen one.
Of course.
So Al-Mulaim saying this to Altair in order to give him back his chance at his being a grandmaster.
I hold here a list. 9 names adorn it. 9 men who need to die. They are plague bringers, war makers. Their power and influence corrupts the land and ensures that the crusades continue. You will find them, kill them.
He talks like Yoda. Why is he talking like Yoda?
He's talking like Yoda.
In doing so, you will sow the seeds of peace, both for the region and for yourself. In this way, you might be redeemed.
Hey, you've been killing too many guys. You think you need to kill some more guys?
We need to kill some more guys, but you're doing it under my supervision.
But also, like, wouldn't he have got this task anyway?
Probably. To be honest, now that you say that, yeah, that
like,
would make that 100% would make sure.
Still need to die, right?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, like if it's true that killing 9 guys will bring peace to the region, yeah, they probably should have died.
Yeah,
ages ago. Why'd you wait for him to fuck up?
Why you wait for me to fuck up? Why are you doing this to me?
Yeah, that's crazy.
While dramatic, the description of the men fails to mention as well that they are the 9 Levantine Templars, the 9 leaders of the Templar forces in the Crusades. Each of these men have a plan to end the Crusades with the Holy Land under their own control, and so Altair heads out to dispatch them.
Great. I can also imagine just killing all the powerful people in the world definitely leads to peace.
Yes.
That's how you do it.
We don't need to worry about what happens after the leadership is gone, because once the leader's gone, everyone else just scat. They don't know what to do.
They make friends.
Exactly.
Yeah.
One video game later, we find Altair crouched over his final bested opponent, Robert. He's killed the other 8 guys, and Robert's the last of the 9.
Yep.
Cool? As he bleeds out, Robert sneeringly taunts him, telling him about how his master, Al-Mulaim, had betrayed him. How Al-Mulaim was with Robert and the others when they found the location of the Piece of Eden, and how Al-Mulaim was using Altair to kill the only other people who knew of the artifact.
You motherfucker.
What's going on with this artifact? What's the deal with the Piece of Eden?
Yeah, I asked that. You said, don't worry about it.
Now to worry about it.
Okay.
These artifacts have changed a lot in the intervening years since the first game. I had a look around for some time things. Thank God, Game FAQ still has the 2008 forum posts up there. It's 2009-10, but yes. What's up?
No, continue.
At the time, the main thing that we had to work off of what they were, was a quote from Warren, who's the main scientist who's experimenting on Desmond, who explains them as gifts from those who came before. That's right, motherfucker. We have forerunners, precursors, Orokin, whatever you want to call them. They're a goddamn superior race that existed before the timeline and made better technology than we could ever imagine.
So aliens.
Correct.
Definitely aliens? They're not from our planet?
They could be from our planet. They're alien enough that it's weird. They're just kind of better humans. They do appear to be humans, but they're also kind of hotter. It's like an elves situation.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
So These are the ancients.
Yes. Well, no. Yes, they are the ancients, actually. They are the Order of the Ancients, correct.
Okay. What the fuck?
We'll get to those in a moment. The Apple of Eden is an artifact that the story has revolved around, being a small golden orb that allows the users to create powerful illusions and therefore control people's minds. This is an artifact.
It's a projector.
Yeah. Basically, this is
I can create moving
moving
picture.
I will say
it can control the mind of the people.
It does seem to be more powerful than a projector because it's like it does do illusions, but it also seems to have some kind of like brainwashing power to a degree where like people will
it's called
see
propaganda, guy.
Yeah.
Propaganda works.
Specific examples of these illusions given by Al-Mualim include the parting of the Red Sea, turning water into wine, and the Greek gods showing up during the Trojan Wars.
So they were all illusions.
Correct.
How did the people get across the Red Sea then?
They didn't. It was an illusion. They put him on a boat and knocked him out or something. I don't know. He just says that it was an illusion. He says it was trickery. He says...
I like they did. He watched them walk. They actually hid behind a bush.
Does Al-Mualim seem like a logistics guy?
No, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Is he making all this shit up on the spot? I met this guy. He's the guy who's killing, right? I just met him. I don't know who the fuck this guy is.
No. You do know who this... Al-Mualim's the master who made...
It's the master.
It's the master of the Brotherhood.
Okay, so we went back to the
Brotherhood.
master now. Okay, and talk to him about it. Okay.
And talk to him. Oh, no, we've gone to confront him after we've killed...
We still killed the guy because it was like we still killed him.
That guy was dying when Robert was dying when he was telling him about the betrayal.
He didn't think about telling him before he was dying.
No, he just kind of was being mean, but also I don't know what the point of that was. I also don't know.
He was still an evil guy.
Al-Mualim apparently was a Templar, but I've also seen some people say that he wasn't a Templar. Some people say no, he just had the same vision as the Templars and was willing to betray the Assassin's Brotherhood to work with the Templars to get what he wanted.
Stop confusing me. You bastard. Okay, so it's so this Apple of Eden.
Yes.
The thing that technology, wow, the aliens, is a cool projector.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Specifically, the precursor race.
3D projector.
This isn't on the script. I was going to get to this in the second episode, but I'm doing it for you here because that way I don't have to explain it to Jude and he's going to get real confused. No, I'll explain it to Jude later. But the precursor race is a group called the Isu, ISU. They were just hotter elf humans. They created humans and placed neurotransmitters inside our brains, and the pieces of Eden are either advanced technology that can kind of manipulate or specifically control the neurotransmitters in the brain. So the Apple of Eden is not a projector so much as it is actually projecting something into the brain? ? I don't know if that's how it actually worked as per Assassin's Creed 1, but it's certainly how it worked later.
Hey, guy.
Yeah?
Go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself.
At some point, you just say it's magic. You have fucking aliens at this point.
It's fucking magic. 100% it's magic.
You don't need to make that up. You have a fucking time machine!
Time machine, yay! They don't have the time machine yet. It's 1930s, they get the time machine.
Guy. When a time machine exists anywhere in the timeline, it exists everywhere in the time. That's how time machines work.
You might also guess from the name, the Apple of Eden, the artifact was also strongly suggested to be tied to Adam and Eve. And that's also true, but if I dig too far into that, we'll fall into another lore hole.
It's fine.
We'll get to that next episode.
We'll talk to Adam and Steve next time.
Technically, Adam and Eve were the originators of the Assassin's Brotherhood, but don't worry about it.
Fuck off, you absolute...
Back in the day...
What do you mean?
We're jumping back... So no, we're still at the end. Instead, what I will tell you about these pieces of Eden is that there are definitely more than one piece of Eden, because after, I'll tell you, obviously defeats Al-Mualim, his traitorous leader, and the apple falls to the ground, Altair walks towards it, and it projects a map of the world with dotted locations of other artifacts, other pieces of Eden hidden, so they could find the other pieces, which is what Desmond's captors wanted the whole time. That's what all of this has been about. That's what the whole thing is.
I got that. They're trying to find the map so they could find it. Because they lost the map over the years, maybe?
No, they just didn't have it. This specific piece of Eden, they don't have this piece of Eden. Because it's in the memory of the ancestor. They don't know where this apple is right now. It's actually broken, but that's a separate story.
But like, surely they're like, oh, but that ancestor probably went and found those pieces, so don't worry about it.
They are literally all over the world, and he's in the Third Crusade. I think that he had a bit of trouble getting to like Australia.
People could travel.
Yeah, there's also some there's also some pieces of Eden that are on the map on land masses that no longer exist.
Fuck off. But also
because the timescale of the Isu is so long, it goes back to like
Pangea.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not full on Pangea because there are recognizable land masses, but they're not all there.
Imagine, but I don't know. I know we had pretty good maps, but we didn't have world maps back in the day. He looked at that and goes, "What the fuck is that?"
Yeah, kind
He
of.
probably just didn't know what it was.
He's like, this fucking stupid orb.
Yeah, what the fuck is this? It's magic.
It's a flat Earth. Yeah, exactly. That's what his level is at.
Okay, we knew that wasn't a flat Earth then.
Probably.
We've known it wasn't a flat Earth since the ancient Greeks.
The Egyptians kind of had it. Yeah, sorted. I don't know. I'm not a historian.
This is Egypt. This is Crusades.
Yeah,
That's not the right timeline.
yeah. Don't worry about it. Back to the present day. Desmond awakens to find three men.
With no dates is a crazy idea, guy.
It doesn't have dates to begin with, to be honest.
But you can just search up when the Crusade was. You can just search that up.
I believe.
You just Google.
Desmond awakens to find three men watching through the glass of the testing chamber. They are talking to the scientists about which of the devices they would retrieve, as the entire reason Desmond has had to relive these memories is to extract these locations. During the gifts from those who came before scene, if you remember that quote from earlier about what they were, Warren Vidic, who's the head scientist I mentioned as well, Warren mentions that Abstergo is behind every single development of technology, medicine, and philosophy for the last century, implying that these artifacts hold secrets or are the causes of modern technology. Studying and breaking these things down and apart allow Abstergo to create technological advancement. That's their secret.
So it's all that conspiracy that like aliens
invented everything cooler and better than we ever did. Yeah.
I really think that's such like that those conspiracy theories as a whole that like we never like anything we development that we just like secretly aliens giving it to us like through our government. Such a sad look at it.
It's really sad.
It means we are so shit as a species. We've created nothing. It's such a like a really like humanity sucks kind of look at it.
Yeah.
I mean, you say Third Crusade, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that is the Crusade was taking place 1189 to 1192.
Perfect.
Yes.
You've got years. So yeah, 3,000-ish years before current day.
Yeah.
Excellent. He also learns, as he wakes up, that the assassins have tried to rescue him from the Abstergo facility. However, they failed miserably and presumably were killed in the process, so Desmond is still stuck with the Knights Templar.
They are shit assassins, my guy.
As the game comes towards a close, the final cutscenes, the men behind the glass, high-ranking Templars, tell Warren that Desmond is to be killed. Lucy, however, who is the assistant who has been helping Warren, she's a second scientist, she hasn't been super important up until this point, she's basically just been advocating that Desmond gets a break every so often and gets to stretch his legs. Lucy, the assistant who's been taking care of Desmond, says that he needs to be kept alive, though, because Altair's memories can hold more secrets, and also he's from a long line of assassins, so he's probably got more memories in there. We've got more juice to squeeze from this boy. As the Templars accept this, and the Templars and the scientists leave the room, Desmond is led back to his holding cell. Desmond sees Lucy tuck her ring finger into her palm, indicating that she is a secret assassin Brotherhood plant. It's the ring finger.
Me doing a six
It's like
symbol.
the worst version of the shocker and the Spock sign. It's just nothing.
Just the ring finger down is a crazy gang sign.
Behind his back, essentially, just like behind her back, just showing off like she's.
But so she doesn't have a tattoo or lost her ring finger.
No, she's just indicating to Desmond that she's a member of the
I
Brotherhood.
feel like that's a way better way to do it.
It is. It really good.
Just don't have some, but do that to like code. But that's a well-known fact, right, about the ring finger.
Yeah,
that's like
correct.
widely.
So she's doing it.
Anyone could be like,
she's walking at the back of the pack, and she's did it behind her
But
back.
like-
She's real subtle about it.
no. That's fine.
Abstergo can unlock your genetic memories, but they haven't yet figured out how to do like full camera tracking. It's 2000.
Yeah, surely they have cameras in this
Don't
place.
worry about it. They're not casing it.
But also, if you do that symbol, like anyone could do that.
Correct.
Anyone could. She doesn't have to be part of the organization.
Correct. And it's also a well-known tradition, at least among the Templar, because they had the whole thing with the ring finger.
Yeah, of course the Templar know. They're the main assassin for centuries.
Lucy's good, though.
Yeah, but if he like, so I trust her completely now. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, Lucy's good.
That's crazy.
Well, I mean, she did just save his life.
Yeah, I guess. But like, her reason was good.
Lucy's planning on getting Desmond out, and the escape plan is going well. However, to get to that progression and the rest of Desmond's story, we'll have to be waiting until the next episode.
Okay, that's crazy.
And with that, the train crash comes to an end.
Woo!
That's it for Assassin's Creed 1. Do you have any questions about what we covered? I might not answer depending on if it's in the next episode or not.
No.
Cool.
Actually, yes. How many games did we get through?
1.
How many games are there?
Well, 1.5 because there's like bits of other games in there.
How many games are there?
14.
Ooh, okay.
To be fair, I think only 3 of them follow Desmond.
Are we just doing Desmond?
We'll see.
Okay.
Depends how much I like
I have
it.
a feeling because 2 reasons. One, you said they would defined or like created the hidden figures. What are they called? That's a different
the order of the the hidden ones.
The hidden ones, great name. Were founded in Roman times, but I know there's a Greek game.
Yeah,
Greek was before the Romans.
Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Assassin's Creed Origin. Yeah.
So there needs to be. You've lied to me somewhere. There's lies in the timeline.
I don't think the timeline's very good. From what I reviewed of the boards online, they were like, yeah, the history isn't good.
You got to make it work. That's what we got to do.
I'm not going to make it work. I'm just going to let it coast. That's why I don't have You wonder why I don't have the details in there? It's because they don't make sense. And it's better to just
You're telling me they just
smooth your brain.
They just made up as
Come
they
here,
went
I have a
along?
cheese grater. I'm going to get your brain reeled down.
But you also mentioned that the alien
Isu, yeah.
Okay. The Isu were founding this thing. But we didn't mention them when we found it.
Not specifically, no.
So,
but yes, kind of.
I think you've lied to me. I don't think we have more secrets in that fucking history. I think you're going.
Why do you think Amunet and his son got abducted to find a specific artifact? Something about that specific family? And with that, thank you for listening to this episode. Please tune in for the next one if you enjoyed this one. Otherwise, you can support us by reviewing and sending things to your friends. You can support us on Patreon at patreon.com/livingbythelaw, just like these lovely people that Matt is desperately trying to pull up as he searches between his tabs.
Wait, you also said water to wine. Was Jesus part of the Knights Templar or the Assassin's Brotherhood?
He just had one of the pieces of
Jesus
Eden.
an assassin?
He just had one of the pieces of Eden.
How do you?
He might have been part of the Templar order.
He just had it.
He might have been part of the Templar order. Because they were the ones who worshipped the ancient ones, and that's kind of Adam and Eve and God oriented. Maybe just misinterpreted him.
Dude, he's actually was like, well, he was trying to say we need to take over the world, and they're like, oh, peace and love.
People being like Assassin's Creed is a historical game are wrong. Just
it's a let's make dumb shit up and put it in a historical setting.
Yeah, I mean, there's real historical figures, and I think some of the dates work, but I don't think all of them do. But I also might have done something wrong. If I've done something wrong, get at me in the comments.
Brutus did nothing wrong because he was a Knights Templar.
Brutus was working with the hidden ones because he's
the one who killed. You said he's the one who killed Caesar, and Caesar
was controlled by the Templar.
Yeah. You're saying so the assassins killed him.
Yes,
the good guys.
Brutus was a good guy. Brutus, he was a co-conspirator to Aya.
Yeah. What a fucking piece of shit. Anyway,
this is 100% honest. That's from Assassin's Creed Origins. It's true.
Well, you can. Thank you so much for listening. And if you like more of us, you can get mini-sodes on our Patreon, which you can join and get access to mini-sodes, scripts, and at a high enough tier, you can get even request an episode. So thank you so much to our current law keepers. Thank you so much to our high law keepers, A Chunky Monkey and Josh Romaine. Thank you much to our prestige law keepers, American Lucruz, Splits Bandit, Bong the Bard, Justin Gilbert, and Metalhead Swifty.
Mr. Gilbert.
And thank you so much to our novice law keepers, Brianna, Dan Dubs, First Last, and Security Deposit Kill Me.
Nice.
Thank you for changing your name again. Hooligan Mulligan and Jacob from Norway. Josh 2, Leador, Leon, loading name, Luke Nukem, Mr. Cyberpunk, and Red Hood.
Good goddamn.
I swear it's getting much longer. Have we haven't mentioned some of these people.
Goddamn.
I need to check it.
Peek behind the curtain here, folks. Jude has been away for like 7 weeks. Very inconsiderate of him to take a holiday break for the first time in like 3 years or whatever it's been. And it's been a little bit of a gap between the episode recordings. So we're reviewing the changes. live in the studio.
I want to say thank you so much to I'll see who has responded to me on the Patreon message board. Thank you so much to Red Hood, who is one of our fan from England.
Woohoo!
Yeah. And maybe he's abducted Jude.
He's currently touring Jude around from my
He's
understanding.
touring Jude around, and he's a big fan of Red Dead Redemption.
Excellent. Ooh, there's aliens in Red Dead Redemption. You know that?
Yeah.
Nice. I love aliens. The number of stars that you rate us is the amount of power that you're channeling into us reviving Jude.
The number of stars you rate us is the number of times the your Assassin's Guild can change its name.
Ooh, sheesh.
Because they just keep fucking doing it, apparently.
Well, you run out of credits eventually, and then you got to pay $30 to Microsoft.
Yeah.
Which is a real pain in the ass.
Sometimes, like, they'll give you another one, like, every so often. So they just
you got to ask the support and draw a picture for them.
It is crazy. They have to do that. And it has to be a good picture.
It has to be a good picture.
And if it's not a good picture, they say no.
Mm-hmm.
And they have, like, a whole arts gallery guy.
You know that I'm referencing a League thing. That's a genuine thing from
what?
League. Yeah, if you're a couple of the like in-game currency short from a thing you want to purchase, like 3 or 4, you can send a picture to support, like draw a hand-drawn picture that they haven't received before, and they'll give you a couple credits.
That's cute. I'm about to send them my fan art. They're not gonna lie.
And with that, we draw a curtain to the close over the top of this Assassin's Brotherhood. You see the animus close over you as you disappear into the memories of your ancestor one last time to find the hidden location of a secret MacGuffin, and you hear me, the evil scientist, leaning over you, say, "Good night."
And as the time machine thing puts you back through your genetic memories until you reach the Third Crusade and you wake up in the Holy Land ready to murder people and relive that must be fucking shit.
Cinema.
And you say, "Good morning."
There's no third to dismount us, and to Jude we say goodbye.
And to Jude we say sayonara.
Sayonara,
Jude and Assassin's Creed.
No, it's coming back. This is just an intermediary. I'm coming back with another episode.
Please.
We'll live. You'll enjoy the aliens. You'll enjoy the blanket that can heal you from anything. The spear that revived Jesus.
What the fuck?
Yeah, Jesus used a piece of Eden to do the resurrection trick. That's real. That's 100% real. That's Staff of Archimedes, baby. I think it's the Staff of Archimedes.
Crazy. I can't believe it's just a trick.
It's all a trick. They go so hard about being like, Christianity's fake. And it's specifically like
Jesus.
The Catholic religions. Abrahamic religions? Abrahamic, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, good God.
Thank you for listening to Living by the Law. If you enjoyed our podcast, please leave a review, tell your friends, and if you're feeling extra generous, become an official lawkeeper by joining our Patreon today. Follow us on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook at Living by the Law. All links are in the description, and thank you in advance. We have been, and always will be, living by the law. Thank you for your company, and good night.